Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake again.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tap. Touchdown time. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think Jim...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Pavia. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but
he uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia. and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the fourth down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe, put him behind the 8-ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a man miss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Trying play action. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Hoskins.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stowers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Closer and closer to Pater. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. To the air, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. Oh, what a caught. Can't across the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Gets it to the back. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit, and that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Caught over the middle. It's Hoskins. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Quick strike complete. Strong, firm tackle.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB in his target.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds a spot in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Right on target this time. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll knock him down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Alabama will get the 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fakes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, an incomplete pass.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stowers. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Lost a throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stowers. And that had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sherrill. He's got enough, it'll be a 1st down, they've got it at the 12. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It is perfect. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hoskins. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Pavia. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Turning on the Jets. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hale. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back on the move. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They'll send out the kicker here. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Fitzgerald. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Look out, he's got room.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Hands it off. Plows through the defense. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grab behind the line. It's Fitzgerald.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 25.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 18 over Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The short hands, it's Sherrill. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Simpson. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Got a man, it's Fitzgerald.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense, but you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
They kick it away on 4th down. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it! Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Pavia. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 45, on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Commodores are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Basic connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love them.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They'll run play action. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Back open in the middle. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Creates a little space. Hits a seam wide open. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense set for a first down play. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.